Like it wasn't quick, but it was so quick because there was no time to call people and say, "Hey, I love you. I'm never gonna see you again." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just shit like that.
Hey, man, let it out, man. You listen. The big black brother's crying. Listen, saying
I'm just saying.
the last time I seen a brother cry like that was when Atlanta fucked up in the Super Bowl and beat the fuck out of him. Yeah, we're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast.
Trying to wake my punk ass up.
Bro, you can't say, "All right, let's go," and then start undressing. What's wrong with you, man? I can't take you seriously.
Oh man,
I don't know. You ready to record or ready to record?
Time out. Because you sent me a video, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is he sending me the shit for?" Which was something totally different, but it looked like something totally different.
Listen. Yeah, I get it. But you can't just say, "Let's go," and then start undressing. Like, what's wrong with you, man? This ain't that kind of recording.
Hey, it's for the
what
viewers.
I'm saying.
It's for the ladies out there, you know what I'm saying?
Zoom, not OnlyFans.
Shoot, after our last episode, talk about different seasonings and sauces and everything, I'm pretty sure people are tuning in.
Yeah, with that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, I mean, this is a fine Saturday morning that we're recording right now.
Yes, indeed. And, it's always a good day to wake up and start drinking.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're supposed to be, watching your intake. How's that going?
It's Saturday. Don't worry about intake on Monday.
Yeah.
Or Sunday around 5 p.m.
All right. Yeah. That's when your Monday starts?
It's pretty much.
No, I mean, it's interesting because we're recording on a Saturday morning, but like the movie we just watched, I don't know if it's like a late night conversation, but like it's one of those movies that can it can generate some bed talk.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it was much deeper than I thought, and not nearly what I thought you was looking for, because you was laughing when you picked it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going back to the old school days.
Yeah,
we was on the phone looking. I was like, you know what, third movie down, that's one right there. Just go with it. He's like, all right, whatever.
All right, so since you picked it, let the people know what you picked for this week.
Movie I picked for this week on Netflix called 5 Feet Apart. Or is it 5 feet away?
5 feet apart.
Okay, 5 feet apart. Yeah.
So what exactly drew you to this? Because obviously, like, back in the day when we used to do the, when this was movie cover roulette, it was basically based off of the cover or the movie poster. So I'm curious to what you saw, other than the direction that you was moving down. You decided, all right, let me land on that one.
Pretty much, it looked like out of everything with those first 6 movies, that came up.
Yeah.
And because the first one I picked, we can't do that one. And more off of my time and what I had going on at that moment, I was just picking a movie, scroll down, and it looked like it was the first picture I saw, like it was a real movie. So like, okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, because the first one you picked ended up being a series, and
yeah,
I would love to cover a series, but that's just not what we do right here on this podcast. It's more, movies, short-lived. We can watch it, dissect it quick, versus having to institute, episodes upon episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought this was a COVID movie.
Oh, yeah.
First thing I thought when I saw that, I was like, oh, this looks like, did they just make this movie about COVID? I was like, I don't know. There might be a lot of politics within this movie, but pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I am not mad at it. I was surprised how much I liked this movie.
Mm. You said it too. It was on the phone. You said, it might be a tearjerker. I was like, yeah, we'll see. It actually pulls the emotions. I'll give you that.
Did you cry? Did you cry? Be honest.
No, I don't put this on.
Did you cry?
Yes, I did. And because my mind went back to some life experiences that I witnessed, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. But yes, I did have a couple of.
Oh, mine was bubbling. It was starting to leak. So I'm right there with you. This movie really, really pulled on the heartstrings. But before we dive into this movie,
Let's get to the
As
hit
always.
stuff. I'm ready.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's too late.
Yeah, we started. I mean, it's 10 in the morning for me, 9 for you.
Yeah.
This is, when you start. So what you starting with today?
My usual. Normally it'd be tequila because it's the morning, but I got shit to do today.
Whoa. Normally it would be tequila because it's the morning.
Yeah.
Like
tequila's like a shot of cocaine
plain?
for me. It's like an energy boost, just but not up the nose, just sipping. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh. That's terrible. Coffee. Just drink black coffee.
It's too black. I do drink black coffee for the record, people.
You started your day off with something a little lighter.
Yeah.
All right.
A little lighter with a better kick.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I get.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going there today. I'm really trying to restrain from being stupid.
You're not. First of all, you're not stupid. You Chris Brown. That's just what you do. But no, I get it. I don't like tequila, so I wouldn't understand the kick that comes with it. But whatever.
I just like anything light with a kick. No, I'm not. No, Chris, shut up. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Well, folks, you can see where his mind is at.
We went a little overboard last episode.
No. Last episode went exactly how it was supposed to go. For those who listened to it, it was the Flash episode. Oh wait, no, was it the Flash episode? No.
I think it was.
That's the last one we listened to. The last one we just recorded was Tie Me Down. That was a whole nother experience entirely.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you drink?
So yes, I have my Jack Daniel, of course. Sipping on this. And I'm just gonna keep it cool and go with a Corona. Call it a day. I'll call it a morning.
You talking about all this, I need this light and kick and all this, you knew whatever you talking about, and you're just gonna have your normal Jack and a damn Corona.
I said normally it would be tequila, but I don't have any. It's the morning.
But then you just got a Corona?
Yeah, a little bit.
The Corona light?
Nah, hell no. I told you that. I don't want the fat free. I don't want the free fat, whatever you called it. I need the real shit.
Yeah, you pay for the calories.
Yeah. I got the extra.
Well, today.
What do you got? What's your morning drink? Coffee.
I just came. No. I wish actually I should get some coffee, but I just came back from Tennessee, one of my favorite places to go on vacation. So this morning we're gonna hit us up with a little bit of moonshine.
Nice.
Peanut butter and jelly moonshine.
Interesting.
And then, for a drink, I got what we call a little Tennessee Stud peach ginger hard cider.
That's a big ass bottle.
Yeah, but it's only 2 servings in a bottle.
Oh, okay, so 2 beers roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you gonna be tipsy?
No, actually, no. This is a 750 milliliter. That ain't 2 servings. What kind of servings are y'all talking about?
Shit. For people that like to drink. It's a hard cider though. You should be all right.
Yeah. This has got 6.5% by volume. 1.6. I guess 750. When I view 750 milliliter, I'm always thinking wine or alcohol or liquor.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be guzzling that stuff like you would this. So
yeah.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
So you know how we did the moonshine tasting in Tennessee? Well, they got cider tasting now from this Tennessee Stud.
Really?
Yeah. So it was actually fun. I got some extra stuff that we will be seeing in the coming weeks because I didn't do much souvenir shopping. All my souvenir came in glass jars.
I should have told you grab me a sword, but it's all good.
That's also something I'm supposed to say, not you.
Hey, they know who Blade is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know, but you ain't Blade. You just a black dude with a sword.
No, you called me an extra large blade on when he was in Savannah.
Yeah, it's because you had the sunglasses.
Hey, I can go get him, but that's too far away. I'm ready to drink.
Yeah. All right. Well, but just so you know, like Blade got a better haircut. Just what I'm saying.
Blade is bald now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. I seen that movie with Kevin Hart.
Just say it. Oh man.
All right, bottoms up.
Oh shit. Let me crack this beer.
I don't know if anyone listening has ever had any, and this thing, we're not sponsored by no one right now, but if you ever go to Tennessee, do one of those moonshine tastings, because
Highly recommended.
it is like it's a very good value. It's like $5. You taste 10 different moonshines.
Mm-hmm.
And go do a lazy river. That's a good value too.
Yeah, so we were right where we were the last time.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I would definitely do again.
Mm-hmm. Just a bunch of colored dudes on a raft. And that should look different as hell.
Look, there's a reason why us colored dudes made it to the north. Just saying.
Do you remember the dude from the beef jerky store? I ain't never seen no Milky White Hebrew. Just saying.
Oh man.
He didn't even care who was in the store.
Yeah. It was us and like a whole nother Caucasian family.
They just came from like Naples, Florida. They was like,
hell yeah.
You guys talking real freely.
Yeah, it's just one of the conversations. I think that's what made it more funny because it was what he said, but who his audience was. Like, okay, well, I know we don't take it seriously. It is what it is, but I don't know about these guys.
Yeah, they might have gotten offended by that shit.
Yeah, for real.
All right, well, cheers.
Oh shit. Oh, I ain't got a shot glass. Fuck it. I'll do
Look
it.
at that. Okay, so Chris has been, trying to dial back on his drinking lately. So you can see he's not all that, prepared, even though he should be prepared because he was drinking a little more the night before. But maybe it's because he hasn't been drinking as much. It's hitting him harder. He's in foreign territory right now.
Yeah, foreign. It's familiar territory. I haven't been in like a week.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Tastes like NyQuil.
Mm.
Actually, it don't. It tastes better than NyQuil, but all right. So with the name like 5 feet apart, what were you thinking? Because I seriously thought I had never seen it before, never seen it pop up anywhere. So I just assumed it was like they made a movie, based off of COVID and the whole scenario that the world just went through.
Yeah. Matter of fact, did you check the date on the movie?
Yeah, 2019.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was when COVID kicked off, wasn't it? Or 20?
Well, I mean, if it was released 2019, did you say 12?
2020.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but if it was released in 2019, that means all the pre-production stuff went in 2018, shit like that. So
true.
So it's just a major coincidence.
Yeah, I agree. When I saw 5 feet apart, of course, in the young lady on the picture, because I looked at it so quickly, I thought she had an earpiece in her ear. I didn't know it was a rose or a flower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't even notice that in the picture.
That's what I thought I saw the first time. So my first, of course, reaction was, okay, she's got it's a girl with a disability. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was an earpiece and I saw the oxygen cord.
Yeah.
So being 5 feet apart, I just figured the distance between her and the rest of the world. Honestly, that was my thought process.
I thought because I saw the oxygen, like because I think she had the thing, the stuff that was the tubes going to the nose and shit like that, and 5 feet apart. Like I just like, oh, okay, it's probably people who caught COVID, they're dealing with it, and it's talking about like how they are dealing with it or life, how it gets, how life has to adjust because of the COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I mean, in watching the movie, I don't know how realistic some of that stuff is. I don't know if that any of that stuff is like that true. I have to look it up, but I assume that the way it is in the movie, it's because that's actually how they deal with people with cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
So in seeing that, I can see why when COVID hit, they approached it in a similar manner because they're both like respiratory diseases and stuff like that, or things that deal with the lungs. So like, yeah, I can see, okay, this thing deals with the lungs. We got this other thing that deals with the lungs. So they kind of treated it the same way.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Speaking of, as I'm thinking now, it didn't have a big cast.
No, there was like 6 people in the movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was actually still a very good movie. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, very good. I didn't know Cole Sprouse was in it.
Who's that?
He was the dude, Will. The
He
tall,
looks
skinny
familiar.
dude.
What movies did he play in?
So that's the dude. He's his brother. Him and his brother Dylan were in Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Okay.
But then he was also in. He was a little kid. They were the little kid in Big Daddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a Disney kid.
Okay.
Been there for a while, but like when I watched the movie, I was like, oh man, this dude is actually a really good fucking actor. Like, it was nice.
It was.
All right, so why don't you give a little synopsis about this movie for the casual listener?
Well, it's about
This shit is
basically.
good. Just so you know, this is that peach, the peach ginger cider. This shit is good.
Is it warm?
Nah, I had it in a glass cup. The fucking bubbles. I don't know if you're looking, but the bubbles is rising up like Matrix code.
Nah, I can't see it, but it's all good. Nah.
Don't see it, man. Listen, this shit look dope as fuck.
And you come on me drinking, you over there in love.
Yo, listen, this is how I know I'm in the Matrix when you see a shit pop up like this.
What?
Yeah.
Oh God. But no, the movie is centered around really 2 people, guy and a girl. There's other characters in the movie that have a sickness, and they're just trying to be treated, but the end result is basically death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so essentially they're dealing with cystic fibrosis. And cystic fibrosis, I had no idea what it was going into the movie, but from the looks of it, it's something that affects the lungs, that causes the lungs to basically create way too much mucus. The point where people can choke on it, I guess, or like it's just, your lungs don't work right.
Gotcha.
No.
Yeah. I guess they're like, if you want to call it, one community in the hospital. They're all in the same wing, so you become friends with people that are in your area, but they have to stay 6 feet apart. You know what I'm saying? Also, COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when you look at it, you're like, oh, like that's how. Okay, be honest. How far is 6 feet really? Like, if the motherfucker wants, I feel like if a germ wants to get to you, 6 feet ain't that. It ain't gonna be that far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is it that far that when you sneeze, like the motherfucker just gravity pulls it down before it can reach you?
It depends on, I guess, the direction of sneezing. But she did say in the movie that a cough can travel up to 6 feet, and the sneeze can come out.
Hey, relax. I swear to God, don't get RKO'd. Hey,
you talking my dog don't give a shit?
Because they hear a little
Your
random.
dog's an asshole.
Like, you recording? All right, I'm gonna let y'all know. He was like, that movie ain't shit. That movie no. I go through worse shit.
Hell yeah. Like, my owner's gonna eat me one day. He already brought the pot.
But you ever ate dog poo and grass?
Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, but go ahead. So,
but yeah, they got they're carrying oxygen tanks. They got to wear the blue latex gloves and everything. Like, basically no contact except with the nurses.
So, like, when you see that, like, to me, it reminds me of like a college dorm. Like, you're just in a situation where, like, okay, these are the people I interact with every day.
Yeah.
And that's they end up becoming friends, enemies, whatever. But like, it just becomes life.
Yeah.
There's this saying that like 80% of relationships start with people at work because that's who you're around all the time.
Yeah.
So this ended up being a love story. So I can see why, you just end up falling in love with the person that's around. One, the people that are around you, and then 2, people who are going through something similar to what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because you can understand, like, they understand how you feel, whether you think they do or not. Like, they can at least empathize with how you feel. Like, how would you, if you were dealing with like a terminal disease, like, would you be the type of person that'd be like, nah, have my friends around? Or would you be the type that's like, keep my friends at a distance because I don't want them getting sick from me?
Um, keep them at a distance because if what I got is contagious,
Mhm.
of course you don't want to hurt the people you care about, hurt the people you love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now if they make the decision to want to be around me, then that's on them. But I don't want you around me because I don't want to get you sick. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I mean, I think I was watching an interview with Busta Rhymes, and he
Yeah.
was saying that nobody's gonna keep for the people he loved. They
Yeah.
did someone 6 feet. He's like, okay, you stay 6 feet, but I'm still gonna hug you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about the 6 feet. The other person did.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, okay, if you want to be close, come be close. But I don't want you close to me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what about you? So you're the guy that's gonna be like, hey, stay away from me because I don't want to get you sick.
Yeah. Now, I would definitely, okay. I would tell everybody to stay with me and don't get me sick. But if it was reversed, I'm coming to see. I don't give a fuck.
I'd be like, motherfucker, you go. I'm going down with you. You coming down with the ship. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, come closer, come
But
closer.
there's enough humans on this earth. What's two more people? Let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. That is kind of funny though. I would tell you stay away from me, but if it was reverse,
Yeah,
I'm not staying away from you.
exactly. Same.
Mhm.
I would
Yeah.
tell you, hey, back the fuck up. I got some like some Cambodian shit that maybe your enzymes they can't deal with.
Hell yeah.
But if you're sick, I'm gonna go check on you, but I'm gonna dap you up, give you a hug, tell you your hairline is shit, and then keep it moving.
Your hairline is shit.
Okay, because like you gotta let when you deal with like a friend or a loved one who's in like a terminal state, man, humor is the best fucking medicine.
No, definitely.
No, that's why I couldn't be. That's why when you got bit by the snake. That's why I couldn't be. They talking about lie to Chris, talking about he looked like he losing weight. It's like, motherfucker, he don't look like he losing weight. He look like Professor Clump right now. What are you talking about?
That big ass arm.
I know.
Arm was fucking huge.
Look like he been curling all night. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can't lie to this man on his deathbed.
For real. Oh man. But that actually, the movie actually brought me back to that in previous events of when they ran into that damn tree. You know what I'm saying?
That was self-inflicted, bro. That don't count.
Well, the tree was different because I'll talk to you about that off camera. I ain't put it on camera, but yeah. When you're facing death,
Let's just say, listen, you ran into the tree. The tree didn't run into you, so that's your fault.
No, it wasn't my fault.
It is your fault.
I think the tree was had a bone to pick with me or something.
I know.
The night I was mad, I went up there and chopped the tree in my backyard. He's like, "Oh, you want to kill my brother?"
I know. Like, I seen that fire pit, motherfucker.
Hell yeah!
You want to play? We gonna
real.
play. You want to play rough? Okay.
Oh God, what is wrong with us? It's early for this shit. But okay. So, matter of fact, with that being said, which character do you think you would identify with the movie? Because I feel like I'd be more of a Will person, just free about it, whatever. I don't care. What about you?
I think I think I would be the what's his name? Poe.
Okay, interesting. Why is that?
Just because I don't think I'd take it that seriously. I'm like, this is what it is. What it is. It's like with Will, he's kind of like reserved to okay, but I've accepted what's happening and ain't nothing I can do. So fuck it.
Yeah,
that's Will. What's her name?
Claire, I believe.
I think Claire. Yeah, because the sister was Abby, so that's okay.
Yeah,
but she's kind of like, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can within my power to take care of shit, so that whatever happens, it's not on her that things don't work out. And Poe is kind of like, this is what we got. So I'm still doesn't matter what we got. I'm gonna still live life as I don't know, as lively as it possibly. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna let this change how I am as a person or what I like to do.
Gotcha.
That's that thing. Like I don't you don't know how you're gonna react in that kind of situation when you're faced with the idea of, hey, next week might be my last week. I don't know how I would react in that situation. You've been in that situation a couple times.
Yeah.
No. Some instances were your fault, other instances weren't. But at the end of the day, like you've been in that situation. Like, what is that like?
It's
what? Okay, so this might be a very deep question. But I really want you to think about it. Okay.
Okay.
When you got bit by the rattlesnake, right? Call 911. and you was on the side of the road just waiting for it to come. Like, what's going through your mind? Because at the end, because to me, I'm sitting there like, this is it. I live in the fucking sticks. I don't know if this fucking ambulance is coming or we're gonna get here in time. Like, like what was going through your mind?
Nobody's around me. My first thought was, I've seen movies and I know what this can do. For the record, nobody knows what it can do. You know what it can do, but you don't know what it can do till you're going through the shit. Just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, okay, if I gotta lose a limb, then take my hand. I'll learn how to jerk off with the left. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. But take my hand. So
well, that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of fun for the first like 3 years. You know,
trying to get the cord.
Yeah, because there ain't no calluses on your left hand. You know, it's gonna be nice and soft.
It's in the first 3 years. Oh shit! If I ain't found a woman by then goddamn. Oh god. Shit. Left arm be strong than a motherfucker. Like, yo, 3 years of this shit. But no, my first thought process was, okay, if they're gonna take a limb, then take my hand. So I tied it off and everything else. But as I'm sitting there waiting and going through the process, and then finally getting in the ambulance and going to the doctor's office, it's like, yo, this is it. Like I literally thought that was gonna be it.
Oh, when you were in the ambulance going to the hospital.
Yeah, and then one thing I kept telling myself is, don't die in this ambulance. Like, if I'm gonna die, I'm not dying here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just fight till I get to the hospital, and after that, then shit. Even though they's gonna write me off anyways, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But still, I was like, just fight till you get to help. Just keep fighting, keep breathing, you know, whatever case may be. But yeah, my whole thought process was this is it. This is it. And it was so quick. Like, it wasn't quick, but it was so quick because there was no time to call people and say, hey, I love you. I'm never gonna see you again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just shit like that.
Hey, man, let it out, man. You listen. You know, the big black brother's crying. Listen, saying,
I'm just saying.
The last time I seen a brother cry like that was when Atlanta fucked up in the Super Bowl and beat the fuck out of him.
Oh,
no,
man.
Like, I get it. Like, as I was watching this movie, I was like, man, like this. I think it really it's got to connect with Chris because, like, you know, I don't know what it's like to be at that doorstep. You know, and in your case, you got to that doorstep in an instant.
Yeah.
Whereas with the people in the movie, you know, they kind of knew they were walking slowly towards that doorstep, so they kind of had time to make peace with the idea that, you know, that doorstep is there, even though they didn't want it. You know, they didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. I don't know how I'd react in that kind of situation, but you got to feel for people who can face that kind of situation and still keep their outlook positive. You know, I felt bad for the girl Claire because, like, that's something you don't think about. Like in the movie, the big thing that she was dealing with is like survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
And, you know, you think survivor's guilt is something that's just made up or they just talk about, but, you know, for her, in her mind, you know, she's got this terminal disease that she's just fighting to stay alive, and she's doing everything she can to prolong it, even though she feels like she has an expiration date. But in doing so, she's watching all these other people in her life, you know, pass away or die too early or before her, and she almost feels like, you know, I should have went before these people. Like, why am I fucking still here when everyone else got taken away? Like, that's imagine feeling like your time is up. Before your time is up, you're watching all your loved ones leave. That's crazy. That's why you know that saying, you know, no parent should ever bury their child. Like that, like, you know, you're my child. I gave birth to you. Like, you're supposed to take our family name and keep it going. Like, well, you're not supposed to be gone before me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, yeah, so you said she has survivor's guilt. Yeah, because her sister. Yeah. Even in the movie, which of course people we jump around, they actually don't say if Will dies, but you can kind of get the picture. You know what I'm saying? That she lives on and he goes his own way, whatever the case may be. But yeah, excuse me.
So there was actually it was I mean it was a little the ending of the movie was actually different than the ending of the book because this is actually based on a book.
Okay, really?
Yeah, the ending of the book is actually kind of different.
Okay.
So like, you know, they didn't actually do, I guess in the book they don't actually do the whole thing with the Christmas lights
Mm,
and him giving that little speech at the end.
yeah.
They kind of just go off their separate ways. And then I guess later on in life, whatever, like 8 months later, he's at the airport, whatever, doing something, getting ready to go somewhere, and he runs into her as she's about to go to Rome.
Oh, really?
And they come and they see each other, you know, and they stand 6 feet away from each other. And then she takes that step to make it 5 feet, and then that's where it ends.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I like the basis of the movie is like, okay, how do you react when you're dealing with some shit that no one else can deal, like no one else knows about, or no one else can feel like it's your struggle,
I
and you're
mean,
just trying to make do with how you deal with your struggle.
I think people go through that on a regular basis. I think everybody feels like um they're alone in a sense. Like like I'm pretty sure throughout your life. I mean, even though like now, you know you're not alone. You know you got real legit friends, family, whatever. But I
Mhm.
think everybody goes through a stage in their life where they really feel like all they have is themselves. So they whatever they're going through, whether it's depression or anxiety or whatever, they feel like it's their battle.
Yeah,
And because they feel like shit or they feel like they're not worth it or whatever, they want to keep that to themselves,
yeah,
not knowing that if you actually express it, not looking for sympathy, but like somebody that you can confide in or a group or whatever, then that battle isn't only yours anymore.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It the energy transfer, so to speak.
Why do people feel like when they're going through something, why do they feel like no one else can understand? Even though I believe in their mind, they know other people are going through the same thing that they're going through.
Hmm.
But why does it feel like no one else can understand what I'm going through in that moment?
Because it's your own feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, look at relationships for a minute. How
Yeah,
many people have you, or how many times have you heard in a relationship, you don't love me the way I love you? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Now, if you look at love languages and everything else, everybody shows love differently.
Mhm.
The problem is we want people to show love, we show it. And that's why we can't never see the other person, which means you're not looking at that person, you're looking at yourself in that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been
So, yeah,
guilty of that. Raise my hand.
oh, yeah, definitely. I'm sure we all have.
Mhm.
Anybody in the world that says they haven't done it, then shit.
You're a goddamn liar.
Yeah, for real. That
Yeah.
shit comes with age and wisdom. We start
Yeah,
learning
yeah,
how to love people for who they are
yeah,
and letting them love you the way they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So what I'm saying is when like I said, when you say like, you don't love me the way I love you, whatever, they really, really do. If you look at the love meter at both two people,
Mhm.
they're both sky fucking high.
Yeah,
But this one loves you by cooking, and this one loves you by gifts. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But because this one don't cook, you don't love me the way I love you. Yeah, but you got a whole brand new car outside.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but yeah, and it's also this. It's also kind of like, you know, it's one of those scenarios where, okay, so if I'm looking at it, I'm
Mhm.
like, you know, if I loved you, if I were you, like, I'd be treating you the way I would want to be treated. So then
Mm.
I would hope you would do for me what I already want. Like, so say for instance, I like to cook for someone. I'd
Mhm.
be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I love, like, that's how I would treat someone. I would treat them like I would cook for them every single day because
Mm.
that's how I'd want to be treated. So I don't understand why you won't do that.
Mm.
And like, because, you know, to you, that's what makes you the happiest. You don't realize like they're just seeing it through a different prism. Like they
Mm.
are seeing love through a different lens entirely, and you got to get out of your own head and be like, okay, does this person not love me, or are they just loving me in a different way and I'm not seeing it because I'm trying not to see it, or I'm not trying to see it?
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
I've had to have those conversations with myself where you got to take a step back and you be like, all right, like, is what's going on actually what's going on, or am I missing something because I'm not seeing it through the right lens?
Mm.
And I think a lot of people need to try and do that. Take that step back and really see the world or see a situation for what it is versus how they would perceive the situation.
Yeah.
You know? Like if you lived, like how would you adjust to living in a hospital for an extended period of time?
Me, the way I think, I just try to make it as fun as possible. Like if this is if this is what my life is gonna be, how can I make it fun?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can I do?
You'll be flirting with all the damn fucking nurses.
You know, I definitely do that. You know what I'm
Young,
saying?
old, guy, girl, don't matter.
I know how to respond to that shit. Oh God!
Like, listen, Ralph, I don't like you like that, but man, you really dope at these sponge baths.
Get the fuck out of here! You said Ralph. Oh God! No, I be like, hey, what's up with old Jolene, old Kendra? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's
Well, yeah.
up with-
Then your roommate be like, yeah, old exactly, motherfucker, 72.
Like motherfucking about to retire. I need my bills paid. This hospital is expensive. God damn it, shit.
What would a nurse do, or what could a nurse do legally that would make you fall in love with a nurse? Because if you're sitting there by yourself, you ain't got nothing, and then a nurse comes in, because a nurse, you know, they're there to take care of you, but there's certain things they can't do. So what's something legally they could do and make you go, you know what, this motherfucker cares about me. I'm gonna pour some love into her.
This is gonna sound so fucking bad. Bring me home cooked food, not this hospital shit.
Oh, that's perfect. You fat motherfucker. That's perfect.
That's why it's gonna sound so fucking bad.
Yeah, you sneak in some Popeyes.
Shit.
I might add you to my will.
Hey, for real. I ain't got shit but a bottle of Jack and some ice, but you know, it's all yours.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah. And a beat up dog, but that's all you got.
Just be beating herself up. You don't get to fight every fucking thing. Oh, she was out there trying to kill the cats 2 days ago. Neighbor called me like, your dog's over here attacking my cats. Like, fuck.
Yeah. You know what? I expect that, because you don't teach your dog shit. You ain't got no manners.
She know when to shut the fuck up when I'm recording.
Whatever. Why you gotta talk shit about my dog like that?
Matter of fact, in previous episodes, you could hear Juice running around here. I ain't even gonna act like she don't be.
Yeah, Juice sound like she just got a pedicure. Got them long ass nails, like them black ladies at the mall.
Oh God, this is terrible.
Oh, look at Juice, but hey, what are those? Are those gel coating? All right, cool. I see you.
Like crystal gel, whatever they call it.
Them acrylics. All right, nice.
Yeah, man.
But yeah. What's something that so sneak you food?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think for me it'd just be like, hey man, sit down and have a conversation with me. Don't just come in there and do your due diligence and then walk away. But like if you actually sat there and had a conversation with me and like showed me like, hey, you know, I'm gonna treat you as a person, not a patient. Might make a brother fall in love.
Hey, you know what? That's actually a very, very key thing in falling in love. Knowing how to listen. Knowing that somebody's gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A conversation go a whole long way.
Yeah. If you really feel like the other person is paying attention,
yeah,
bro, that's like, oh man, that's foreplay.
It actually is. Like, hey, people, listen. Everything ain't about what you can buy this person or what you're doing, whatever. Sometimes just know how to shut the fuck up and listen, and not only listen, understand what they're saying.
Yeah. Listen, and engage. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen and engage. If you want to, guys, if you're trying to talk to a girl and you're trying to figure out like that, the perfect thing to say, it's not saying nothing. Just listen and engage. Yeah. And be honest and be, you know, present in the moment.
Yeah. Look, as crazy as it sounds, it's that simple.
I know. Listen, Chris. People listening, you don't realize it. Chris is pretty much a ladies' man, even with that haircut. Pretty much a ladies' man. So
don't put my business out there. Somebody be my front door trying to shoot me. Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just Take time, pay attention.
Yeah, that's it.
You can change somebody's world. And that's kind of what happened with in this movie, where you had, Will and Claire, like they took the time to interact with each other, like genuinely.
Yeah.
They take the time to listen to each other and and get to know each other. And that's ultimately what built up this relationship between them.
Definitely, because they met on the roof, am I right?
Yeah. Well, no. Was it on the roof? They met they met. Was it? She? Oh yeah, I think she saw him sitting on the fucking the not the balcony, but the rooftop.
Yeah, it was on the roof. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
She went to ask him, "Hey, what the fuck you doing?"
Okay, so that's she's seen him up there.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I forget if it was that or if it was when they met at the near the nursery with all the babies.
Mm.
And then that's when the black lady came in and said, "Hey, no, none of this shit."
Oh, okay, gotcha.
None of this shit. Because he was suffering not only from cystic fibrosis, but he had a specific bacteria that was affecting him.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone with cystic fibrosis, catches that bacteria, it's pretty much done. You're done.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I saw with the black lady real quick. She was a mom to the core.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which bro, that scene where she's pulling them in and she tells a story about what happened.
Yeah.
Between the couple before, like they broke the rules because they were in love, and she kind of let them break the rules because she understood what it was like to be a kid in love.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And then they both ended up passing away.
Yeah.
On her watch. Like, I don't know how I would feel about if I knew that like two people lost their life and I could have done something to at least help prevent it. That's a guilty conscience that just ain't fucking going away.
Yeah, definitely. But to say on the flip side to that, it's like you could have done something, but at the same time you did do something, because this is gonna sound so fucking crazy coming from me. Love is actually a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so would you rather die?
People, whore Chris just said love is a good feeling.
Yeah, that's why I said it was so crazy coming from fucking me. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is not. I'm not your fucking punching bag today. God damn it! You ain't gonna air all my dirty fucking laundry. But it's like, but think about it. Would you rather die alone or die in love? You know what I'm saying? At least, as I said, you died happy. I actually.
Well, okay. So this is there's a weird juxtaposition here, because if I die alone, I kind of feel like I made peace with the idea of leaving. So I'm kind of okay with it. But then if I die in love, now I'm struggling. Like, I don't want to fucking go because there's so much more life to live.
Let me bring you back to when we was doing The Last of Us, in that third episode with the gay dudes or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, they actually died. They died together, but it was just like they weren't alone. You know what I mean? They were alone. They were alone, but they weren't alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I
mean, it's a weird question, because I feel like if you die when you're in love, or you have something to live for, you appreciate life in those last moments. You kind of appreciate life for what it is, and you're truly living. Whereas if you got nothing to live for, are you just letting life pass you by, and you're just like, yeah, I don't really give a shit anymore because I'm gone anyway?
Yeah, that's the way I felt. Like the difference between Will and Claire's character, because she was trying to. What did she said in the movie? She said, I'm living life so I can take pills versus taking pills so I can live my life.
Yeah.
And he was just like, this is my life, and I'm stuck in here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna enjoy it the best way possible. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
God bless you.
I need a sneeze button.
I feel the same way. That's why I keep itching my nose. I feel like getting up. I got shit around me.
It's all the cocaine.
Shit. I would have put that on there.
I'm telling you, man. Whenever people see me go like this, they're like, "Oh, this dude's a cokehead." It's like, no, I got nose hairs, and I'm just really self-conscious about them.
He ain't cut those sons of bitches.
I know. Them shits be sticking out, looking like little spider legs. Just
Oh shit.
I mean, there's been times where my nose hairs have stuck out a little too long, but my mustache was nice and thick, so I was like, all right, it just blends. We good. It's true.
I, I was, I was gonna say something else.
This
I was
is
like, what
all I
the,
got.
I was
This
gonna
is
say what
all
the,
I got.
I was gonna say what they was too long. So when you was on there having a conversation, it was tickling another part of the woman's body. I'm, I'm really trying not to go that route today.
They're assistants.
Oh, that's what. That's,
Yeah. Can only do so much. So these are assistants. They help.
If that's the case, I got all my hair in the wrong places.
Yeah, they're like big sweeping motions.
Oh God, fuck it. We gotta cross the line now. Here we go.
She was like, "What is that?" It was my earlobe. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
look, here we go. I was fighting not to go this route. I was like, don't say nothing crazy. Here we go.
What'd you think of like that? In the last few moments that they had, like, you know, Claire, whatever. I'm not even sold on the idea that her name is Claire.
Me either.
We just might be remembering it wrong. Because the name Abby sticks more in my head than Claire.
Abby was the sister.
Yeah.
I know that. But the reason why I got Claire in my head, I want to say that was her name, but I also know at the end of the movie it said for Claire. So that's stuck in my head right now.
Yeah, it did say that. I think that's who this movie. That's who the story is kind of inspired by. Not necessarily that's the true story, but just inspired by someone who was actually dealing with cystic fibrosis.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so in the end, like Poe, who was her best friend, who went out of his way to try to help her live life a little fuller. All of a sudden he dies.
Yeah.
Instantly. And she kind of gets a sense of like, life is finite. It's that it can go away like that quickly. She kind of just has a mental breakdown because she's like, everybody I love is dying before me.
Yeah.
And I'm the one who's supposed to go first. So she kind of just reserves herself to be like, it is what it is. Like, I gotta die. So I'm just gonna let it take its course. And when she comes to the moment where they have a set of lungs that are coming towards her, and she gets the message and she just lets it go. Like, what does that say to you? Yeah. What does that say to you in that moment?
She enjoyed being with him more.
Did she? Did she enjoy being with him more, or was she just at a mental state where she was like, if I gotta die, I gotta die. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to prolong this. That's how I took it.
Well, see, I feel like that's part of it, but also enjoy being with him because he was accepting of what the outcome can be. So sneaking out to go to the pool or go to outside to the lake or whatever, which loosened her up of like, no, I want everything structured and in order and these pills or whatever. But
you remember that was her choice.
Yeah,
those weren't his ideas. I think after Poe died, she just got to a point where she was like, I'm gonna die, so let me just go do all these things that everybody says I'm missing out on. Because Abby was the thrill seeker.
Yeah,
I mean, go do all these things that I'm supposedly missing out on because I'm gonna die anyway. And then when she got that message, I just felt like she just reserved herself to being like, I'm gonna die, so why prolong this? Let me just enjoy life while I still have it. Why am I gonna try to stretch this out even more?
Yeah,
because she says it like, when you get a new set of lungs, you got 5 years. They're only good for like 5 years, which begs the question: where the fuck they getting all these lungs from? If it's like that,
look at Chicago, the death rate up there. God damn it!
I'm telling you, man. And this is gonna sound bad, but this is one of the reasons why I don't want a organ donor on my fucking license.
Really?
Yeah, because it's one of those situations where I feel like if they see organ donor on my license
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in a bad state, they might just be like, all right, fuck it. Let's let him go so that we can, because we got a lot of other people who might be able to use his organs.
That's funny. So I never thought of it like that. I thought of it the opposite, like because it's on my license. Because I figured if I'm going, then maybe I can still help somebody else when I'm done.
Well, you know your shit ain't compatible with no one because they ain't nobody got blood type Jack.
Look, what's your blood type? J, yeah, J, JD, JD positive. Oh shit, but but shit, you know, shit. Somebody might get one of my organs like, oh my god, I feel so great.
Bro,
You
they
know what I'm
might,
saying?
yeah, they might be like completely sober, get your organs and be like, oh, I don't know why, but I need to go to the bar. It's like when you get like when like, you know, CT Fletcher, the bodybuilder, he had to have a heart
yeah.
transplant,
Mm-hmm.
and he isn't sure who the heart came from because they don't tell you, but he feels like it might have came from like a Asian woman. Because all of a sudden, after he got his heart transplant, like all of a sudden he became a much more emotional person. He became a fucking vegetarian, like some crazy shit. So like,
I thought you would say he just learned how to make rice really, really well. It just is all he eats.
it's right here, that knuckle. It ain't that hard. That knuckle. It don't matter how long your fingers. I don't care if you fucking,
Look,
you know, Manute Bowl or fucking Wee Man.
look,
That knuckle the
it's
same.
just, it never changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's a part of me. I love the idea of if I'm gonna go, at least I can help someone on the way out.
mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm just like it's prime example. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some people, a lot of people can just be like, "Yo, there's nothing we can do," and then someone says, "Hey, keep that motherfucker alive."
Mm-hmm.
Now you're
Yeah,
thriving.
yeah.
You know, so if you're an organ donor and they're like, "Hey, there's nothing we can do for him, but there's this child or this person over here who could really use his motherfucker's pancreas or lungs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's go." I don't know. I don't.
Yes, yeah,
It's a contentious
yeah.
feeling in
It
my head.
is because, like I said, in my mind, it's like if I'm going out, then can I still help somebody on the way?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Versus what you said.
Do you have a preference of who you help out on the way?
I should have just said it, but I paused. I was on my Uncle Ruckus status.
Just, I ain't helping out no one unless I got milky white skin.
Oh my god. No, I have no preference at all. I mean, preferably somebody young,
Yeah.
that way they can experience life.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, male,
Yeah. If you
female,
old,
whatever.
man, don't take my fucking organs.
For real, man,
Already on the way out.
for real.
Bro. You probably got scabies and all that shit. Just you fine.
Yeah, for real. Some cocoa butter, call it a day.
Yeah. At what age are you just like, if I'm on my deathbed, let me go?
At what age?
Yeah. At what age are you just okay with the life you lived and you're like, all right, if I'm on my deathbed, like, let me go.
You know how funny this is going to be the answer? I've already been there.
Really?
Yeah.
And you have, but have you had any? But since you came back, have you had any experience that made you go, "Oh man, there's still a lot more life for me to live"?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like since because I'm not talking about the state, but I'm talking about even before that. I want to say around 33.
Okay.
I've realized my life wasn't my life anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
I honestly I don't elaborate.
okay, how can I put this? Like when I had my daughter,
Yeah.
and I made the decision to come back to the States, you know, like my life wasn't mine no more. It's like, and I was actually content with it. Like Chris, you lived a lot, you've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
granted, I didn't do everything, but I did a lot for a 33-year-old person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually content with dying. Listen, I was dying. I was like, holy shit. How you? No, I'm joking. Nah, but I was like, I need one more shot. And I'm not talking about a bullet. Oh, man.
And that's what I'm saying. You can, I that bit like, fuck, I ain't never got Jack no more. Hope they got Jack in heaven.
For real.
Imagine you went to heaven, all they got is Hennessy. You'd be like, no, this is hell. The Lord, you liar.
That'd be oh my God. Oh shit. But yeah,
they might. You know how we talked about like brothers run heaven.
Hell yeah.
I only got Hennessy.
Yeah. No shit. At least have a 40 ounce. I can do the 40 ounce. I can't do that. Can't do the Hennessy. The old English.
You'll learn to love it. You'll learn to love
shit.
But no, I get that. I get the idea that like, you know, I don't know, you just get to a point where you're like, I feel like I've accomplished, not necessarily accomplished all that I could, but like I'm happy with where life has taken me. If it's time to go, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what age I'd be at because there's a lot of shit I still want to do. You know,
like, honestly, I mean, the only thing I really, really want to do is go to Australia, and I have no idea why. I just want to go there. I mean, granted, I do want to do a whole lot of other things, but that's one thing I really, really want to do. So it's like,
I want to fuck an Asian woman in space.
how do I respond to this? Oh, okay. First, okay. Oh shit. Why space for one? I'm gonna go touch the Asian woman. I'll get to her in a minute. Why space?
I don't know. Maybe it feels different with no gravity.
Is it because
if you ain't got no leverage? Because without gravity, you ain't got leverage.
Well, once you're inside, shit, it's all hip action.
No, it ain't. Because the minute you pull out, there's no guarantee you're going to be able to pull back in. There's no leverage.
Don't let her go. Grip tight.
In space, there's gonna be a whole lot of kids being born because you can't pull out.
Oh shit. Oh man, he said an Asian woman in space. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking, like, who would I want to fuck in space?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, no gravity floating around in the air.
Oh. You need a woman with 6 arms. 2 arms to hold you, the other arms to feel you.
I was gonna say it's gotta be a big bitch. So when we bump into shit, I can bounce off of her.
Just in case you lose grip, there's a lot more to grab.
Yeah, something. I can hold on to something.
I don't know, man.
Oh man,
the ripples might not look the same in space.
she might
look like you haven't slept with a waterbed.
What is wrong with us? It's too early for this shit. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I don't even remember how we even got to that subject. Okay. Oh shit.
So at the end of the movie, like, you know, Will tells her like, hey, like, she doesn't want the fucking lungs or whatever. He tells her, hey, dude, you got to do this.
Yeah.
This is for me. So then she takes the lungs because they said it's more dangerous for her to be under anesthesia to go through the procedure than it is for the actual procedure.
He said it was more dangerous. Oh yeah, but
being around him.
Being around it, yeah.
Being around him. So it was like one of those situations where it's like, okay, I want her to go through this surgery so she could have a longer life, but I know that
just piss me off. I'm listening to you. I need to blow my nose. I have to do it.
I know this life that she's gonna live. I can't be in it because there's too much danger of me being around her.
There we go. Oh, that was nasty. Shut up.
Oh, that shit's gross. That shit's gross. Chris just let go of all that the crud that's in his nose. It's a whole lot of like dirty women and a whole lot of just mucus and feces stuck in his nose. By feces, because Chris eats ass. Just so you guys know. Chris is gonna come back and listen. He's like, "What the fuck you?"
I knew it was coming. I was trying to prevent it. It's not fucking funny.
No, bro. Oh, dude, when you go back and listen to this, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck, man? Why you gotta put up my shit like that?"
Oh God.
Uh,
I knew it was coming. I was like, I'm trying to prevent this shit from happening, but shit.
bro, I swear to God, you're gonna listen back to this episode. You're gonna be like, "Bro, like what the fuck?"
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, could you let someone go like that? Could you like? This is I'm terminally ill, and this is the first person who I've truly felt like understood me, got me, wanted to be around me, but I gotta let them go because, for lack of a better phrase, I'm no good for them. You know? What do you do in that situation?
It's different when you make that decision on your own versus life is doing it for you. And the reason why I say that is because remember when she's cussing out Poe? She says the problem isn't your relationships, it's you. And she names like 3 people, like they all loved you. You ran. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the reason why you missed out on love is because of yourself, not because you didn't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one side of a person running from their happiness, so to speak.
Yeah.
Versus life is just taking it from you.
Yeah.
And you know it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, okay, so in Will's situation, like, I love this girl and I want to be with her forever, but I happen to have this disease that if she catches it from me, which she can catch at a pretty high rate, her life is done. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to just be reserved to be like, hey, like this has to end. We can't go any further because I care about you and your life a little too much for me to be responsible. Is that selfish? Like, leave because I care about I don't want to be the one that's responsible for your death. If that person wants to be around you, that person seriously wants to be around you, is okay with being around you, but you know that whatever you got can kill them. Is that selfish to be like, I don't want to be the one that's responsible for your death?
It's not selfish because you're actually looking out for the other person. It's almost like knowing something is going on and then not telling the person and letting them blindly jump into a situation. But you knew this. Why didn't you give me the option to make a decision?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can I just take people that might be married or whatever, going through divorce or the case may be, and they meet somebody new, but they don't tell that new person that they still got this going on.
Yeah.
That's being selfish because you're looking for your own pleasure, or whatever. And this person is like, oh my God, I found somebody new, this, that, whatever. And you never gave that person the option that, hey, I like you, I want to be with you, but I got this going on. So they never had the chance to make a decision to stick with you or walk away. They just said they're gonna stick with you and keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If they stick with you, fuck them.
No,
how you gonna be like, oh yeah, I like you, but I got this, I got a wife behind it. They'd be like, nah, that's okay.
No. That's different. That's then fuck them, because if they know that you're still married and you got a whole family over here,
yeah,
wherever,
they'd be like, no, I still wanna fuck around with you, man. I hope you get crabs, lobsters, all that kind of fucking shit.
You say crabs and lobsters. That's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying if
you're gonna look like an aquarium.
Oh shit! I ain't go. Nah, I don't know if I can go deep sea fishing.
What is that? Is those lips? Nah, they cuttlefish.
Like, down there? I ain't trying to cuddle with the fish. Oh man, but yeah, that's different. But I'm saying, like, if a person is already moving on, but things are going on the way they are, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't give the other person that they meet that briefing or whatever,
Yep.
then that's being selfish.
Yeah. Because you're not at least you're pulling the person in without giving them a chance to decide whether they want all that extra
Yeah,
friction in their life.
pretty much. Oh
All
man.
right. Final thoughts on 5 Feet Apart.
Um, definitely a great movie.
Very good. Was this in theaters?
I don't know.
I think it might have been in theaters. I'm not positive, but it's very good. Like it wouldn't have made $1 billion, but I think especially if teens at it seemed like it was aimed towards like 13 to 18-year-olds. I think if they went,
yeah,
I think if they went in and watched this movie, I think they'd be very happy with it.
definitely. Matter of fact, before we do final thoughts, let's talk about what she said about the human touch. How important do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's very important. Just knowing that, like, there's all this life around you.
Mm-hmm.
You can do everything you want, but you can't have that touch. There's an emotion that comes to the touching of the skin that you just you can't you can what's the word? You can talk about it, you can say what it would be like, but you never really know until it happens. Like holding someone's hand.
Yeah.
There's a reason why fucking to me is less intimate than holding someone's hand. You know? I don't know if it's because it's 2023, but to me, sex is less intimate than holding someone's hand.
I actually can see that because, I mean, think about it. This is how you touch something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You gonna grab the kid. What you use to grab some titties? You know what I'm saying? Maybe besides your lips, but it's not the same. I'm just saying.
I'll put the nipple right here.
See, flexing. Come on now, it just doesn't work the same. So you know what? I actually agree with you on that because.
I'm gonna pose this scenario. I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me pose this scenario real quick, and you talk to the audience about it. So, okay. I feel like the reason why holding hands is more intimate than sex is because sex is private. It's between you and another person in a room. You're going off and doing your thing, whatever. But holding hands, that's for the world to see. When you walk down the street, when you're at the mall, whatever, it's not. You're not just saying "I love you." You're telling the world, "This is someone I want to be connected to."
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that while I go take a piss?
That's very interesting. So with that being said, I don't disagree with them. It makes sense when you see people do what they call PDA, public display of affection, holding hands. Definitely, I mean, your fingers are very, very important. How do you know what's hot, what's cold, what's wet, what's dry, what's rough, what's smooth? You know what I'm saying? It all comes from your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? So when you're with the person that you want to be with, and actually, I agree with them. Yeah, sex is supposed to be intimate, but the world has changed to being something that people do to feel close to somebody. But if you're real, it doesn't make you close at all. You know what I'm saying? That touch is extremely important. Whether you're playing with that person's hair, even if
not your hair, but
your fingers get stuck. Don't try it.
You should look like spiral macaroni.
Hey, everybody loves macaroni. But no, I'm telling you, I actually agree with you. That the touch is extremely important. Holding hands.
I feel like it's more intimate because you can have sex with someone and still keep them at a distance. But when you're walking around holding someone's hand, you're letting the world know, like, hey, this person's mine. And, like I'm taking, not honestly taking ownership, but you're claiming that person, like this is someone who's important to me. So
I'm actually going through my head right now.
Go ahead.
No, I'm actually going through my head right now, and this doesn't make no sense, but it makes sense in my brain. Like, okay, in your relationships throughout life, and let's just say you're in the kitchen or whatever, and your woman comes up behind you, she just puts her hand on your back. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you know what that feels like.
Mm-hmm.
You know her touch, whatever, and it does something. That touch is just like
Yeah.
it's soft, it's simple, but it's that touch. I wish came behind you and just grabbed your dick. You're like, whoa, 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 what the fuck's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Are we doing
Yeah.
this right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Because to me, that soft touch it's caring. There's
mm,
this care where like I want you to know that I am here. I want you to know that I have your back, but I also want you to know that like I'm cognizant of what you're doing right now. Someone
mm,
goes and just grabs your dick. That's like, yeah, hey man, like I don't give a fuck what you're doing now. I'm thinking about me and what I want, and you're just an instrument into giving me what I want.
mm.
You know, so
That's cool.
it might be a little selfish. Selfish ass bitches grabbing dicks and not saying nothing.
They ain't supposed to say nothing that goes where it's supposed to go.
Hey, but listen, man, they don't realize. Women don't realize. You grab them balls a little too hard. That it's not going to give you the reaction you're looking for.
Yeah, you got to caress it. You gotta
You might hear your man scream like a woman. Like, "Ah!"
put your hand on his chest and then just move down slowly. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, you made me spill the macaroni. What's wrong with you? I just wanted some dick. Well, you ain't gonna have dick, but you ain't gonna have dinner.
Oh shit! You know what's funny? Oh my god. Okay, we gotta talk off camera. This is interesting.
All right. With that being said, final
uh,
thoughts on 5 Feet Apart.
um,
Do you recommend
def-
this movie?
definitely a good movie. It teaches you, in my opinion, the importance of being close to somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not even necessarily like love or whatever. Just the fact of knowing that there's somebody that's there for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and I wouldn't say it's a family movie because I don't think it's like you said about 13 to 18.
Yeah.
That age group would understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, even adults over that would get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, good movie. Definitely good movie.
Yeah.
Good watch.
Yeah. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely like because you get those movies that are like coming of age stories, like Stand By Me, Lean on Me, those kind of movies. And I
Mhm,
feel like this is kind of similar before like a newer age.
mhm,
It's a little more focused, but I think it's really good for young adults who are I don't want to say confused about life,
mhm,
just trying to figure out like what's important to them. A movie like this is actually good for just helping a person find focus on what they value in life.
mhm.
You got a quote?
Oh shit. Honestly, I'm gonna take what she said from the movie at the end. If you got that person beside you that you love, don't be afraid to touch them. Even if it's as simple as, like you said, holding their hand.
Mhm.
Running your fingers through their hair. Even like I'm not gonna tell you my tactics. You know what I'm saying? But just the li- the, li- the little shoulder touch, according to Spider Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, let that person know that you care about them in a soft way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think for me, it's just like live life to your fullest. Don't
Hmm.
let don't let your situation dictate how you live your life. Because there are
Hmm.
going to be a lot of situations, especially when growing up. There's going to be a lot of situations where you feel like because of whatever you're into or whatever you're going through at that moment, you can't do certain things. It's like no, like you can do things because of situations in your life, and you can do things despite situations in your life. At the end of the day, you can still do them. It's just a matter of like having that drive to be like, I'm not going to let what's going on in my life define what I do in those moments.
Mm.
Yeah, good, good selection, man. Good selection.
Appreciate it.
I still don't, man. I don't know, because you was when we was selecting movies, you was looking for something funny, you was laughing, but then you typed in the word drama. So I'm like, I think he's trying to counteract fucking tie me up, tie me down right now with something a little more serious.
Um, why did I go with drama?
Yeah, you told me you typed in the word drama, and I was like, "What is going on right now? Like Chris going through some shit, huh?"
Why did I put drama
He
in
didn't
there?
have his ointment ready. He's like, "Fuck this, all this shit."
Yeah, I didn't have Glenn on speed dial. Um, why did I put drama in? I don't know. I don't know where my mind was or what was going on. I know I was busy doing something because you called me. It was like, or you sent me something. Hey, yeah, the movie. I was like, oh fuck, let me do this real quick. And I just went. And I don't know. I really don't know what.
I personally feel like because we just watched a comedy,
Mm-hmm.
you were like, all right, let me put in drama just to
Mm-hmm.
play, counter programming. But
Mm-hmm.
who knows? Who knows? I
Who
don't know. Either
knows?
way, it was a
Yeah.
really good find. And these are the kind of movies that I like. Between this and Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down,
Mm-hmm.
these are the kind of movies I like finding on streaming that because you don't know about them.
Yeah.
It's just rolling the dice on something and all of a sudden just, finding something that's gonna be entertaining, whether it's
Yeah.
thoughtful, whether it's comedy, whatever. It's at the end of the day, you're left talking about it and you're left
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely go watch if you want to be close to your partner. Watch it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If it makes you hate each other, then you two just don't need to be together.
Yeah.
Because it should bring you closer together, for the record.
It really should. If it tears you apart, you're like, if I was in a hospital and you was in the other room, I'd get, moved to a different wing.
I'd come sneeze all over your fucking door. Just saying.
Man, some of them drawings, I was like, man, he didn't draw them motherfuckers.
There was two different types of styles, which was interesting.
It was so like, because he drew a lot of cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
She was asking him like, hey, why do you draw cartoons so much? And he was saying like he thought cartoons like, you can get a lot more emotion out without, saying anything, because with cartoons you can be subversive, you can do whatever. But then she's like, hey, maybe we should try to do some realism or whatever. So that's why I think all the drawings of her were realism, because it was like, I want to remember her as she is versus how I see her in my head.
Gotcha.
That's actually a pretty fucking cool ass concept. Like, with cartoons, it isn't how life is, it's how you see life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you truly love something, you draw it realistic because you want to remember it as is. Huh. Okay.
Interesting.
I like that. All right. Well, as always, this was the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, it is your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red 4 Delta. Y'all be good out there.
Yeah.
Touch the person you love in a good way.
Yeah. And you can text them in a bad way too, but if they love you, they know it's a good thing.
I mean, you can add some syrup, some honey, Just saying. No sandpaper.
No. You need some lemon because the lemon goes on.
Maybe some gravy.
Just watch out for them sesame seeds.
Cocktail sauce if you go deep sea fishing. That's
probably that's one of the few situations where some drawn butter might actually, work out in your favor.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but if it's been staying on there long enough to turn hard, you might just cholesterol.
You said if it's been standing there long enough to turn hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.